In this video, we are going to study about Ludwig's angina. Ludwig's angina is infection of submandibular space. Now, where this submandibular space is present, the submandibular space lies between the mucous membrane of floor of mouth and tongue on one side and superficial layer of deep cervical fascia extending between the hyoid bone and mandible on the other side. Submandibular space is divided into two compartments by the mylohyoid muscle. The compartment which lies above the mylohyoid muscle is known as sublingual compartment, and the one which lies below the mylohyoid muscle is known as submaxillary and submental compartment. So here is the submandibular compartment. The mylohyoid muscle, it divides it into two spaces. Upper one is sublingual space and the lower one is submaxillary space. Etiology. Dental infections are most commonly associated. It accounts for 80% of cases. Premolar tooth infection causes sublingual space infection and molar tooth infection causes submaxillary space infection. Submandibular sialadenitis, injuries of oral mucosa and fracture of mandible. Bacteriology. It is a mixed infection. Both aerobes and anaerobes are responsible. Alpha hemolytic streptococci, staphylococci and bacteroids groups are commonly seen. Rarely Haemophilus influenza, Escherichia coli and Pseudomonas are seen. Clinical features include odynophagia, that is pain on swallowing, varying degrees of trismus, and if the infection is localized in the sublingual space, then the structure in the floor of mouth are swollen and tongue seems to be pushed up and back. When infection spreads to the submaxillary space, submental and submandibular regions, they become swollen, tender, and they give woody hard feel. And there is cellulitis of tissue rather than a frank abscess formation. Tongue is progressively pushed upward and backward, threatening the airway. Laryngeal edema may appear. Treatment. It can be done by systemic antibiotics, and incision and drainage can be done. We can do intraoral drainage for localized infection of sublingual space, but external drainage is done if the infection involves submaxillary space. In this, a transverse incision extending from one angle of mandible to the other is made with vertical opening of midline musculature of tongue. Very often it is the serous fluid rather than the frank pus that is encountered. Tracheostomy can be done if the airway is endangered. So this diagram shows the incision which we do in external drainage for submaxillary space infections. The incision extends from one angle of mandible to the other angle. Complications can be spread of infection to the parapharyngeal and retropharyngeal spaces and hence to the mediastinum, airway obstruction due to laryngeal edema or swelling and pushing back of tongue, septicemia and aspiration pneumonia. Thank you.